mean, there's just so much stuff that you don't really see anymore. It looks like older labels of a couple of things. From what I understand, there's sometimes stuff kind of hidden behind things.
That is a stack of whiskey.
Oh, I'm sorry. Limit one case?
One case.
That's something you don't see every day.
Wow. Round race, 11 years, 90 proof. That's crazy.
Welcome to Bonding Over Bourbon. It is windy and cold out.
So we're filming in the car today.
We are on our way to go see Kat's family for Thanksgiving. So we're taking a family trip here with our doggos. We figured we'd stop at a place that we've done a little bit of bourbon hunting at before. We are in the town of Loda, population 400.
That is so small. They do have some good dusties inside, so we're hoping that they'll have a few more.
Last time we got really lucky and picked up some of the Austin Nichols Wild Turkey bottles. There were a couple other things that were pretty hard to find, very off market. So we're gonna go back in and see if we can get lucky today. So the organization here is a little up and down. You do see some stuff on the top shelf there, like Woodinville, Isaac Bowman Port and small batch, a Rebel 10, which is pretty hard to find these days. And then again, it's kind of all over the place. You see some vodka, you see some tequila, got a whole bunch of stuff here. So the first time we stopped in here was after we went to Silver Tree Spirits. We were given a tip that sometimes they have bottles that you just don't really see anymore. And I mean, this is where we found it all. So they do still have the Austin Nichols 81 proof. This doesn't really get a lot of traction on like secondary sites and things like that, but it is still Austin Nichols, which means even at 81 proof, it's gonna be pretty good. For 29 bucks, that's not a bad deal. Last time we were here, I think we basically cleared out their supply of the Austin Nichols 80 proof. So I'm interested.
Also, pro tip, because these bottles have been around for so long, soak the corks, because we broke ours the first time.
Well, we broke it taking it out of the bottle. You can maybe flip it upside down a few times. And then, I mean, there's just so much stuff that you don't really see anymore. It looks like older labels of a couple of things.
I am seeing like a Jim Beam Rye, which I know has been discontinued as well. That's $36.
For, what is this, a liter?
Yeah.
That's not a bad price.
A really old Jim Beam Fire up here.
We missed something.
Oh, we missed something.
That is an old label Jim Beam Fire. So they have a ton of minis over here. My spidey senses are tingling. Ho, that is an Austin Nichols.
Oh, that is Austin Nichols.
And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these here.
Look how much evaporation there is in there too.
There's a little bit. Not as much as that one there. I think that's an old, it's still age dated. It says 6 years.
103 proof too. Crazy.
It's a good thing minis are cheap because I'm probably gonna buy out a lot of these.
That's crazy.
I mean, there's gotta be more than just that. Let's go back around the corner. Man, there's tons of minis. We're gonna have to spend some time digging through these. And then, again, just kind of random stuff here and there. You're not always gonna find like all the newer releases, but I mean, as you've seen, you might be able to find some older ones. I don't see a bunch over here.
Some Four Roses and stuff.
Kind of a mix of different spirits. So we do have some newer releases. Everything from Horse Soldier to Yellowstone. A little bit of markups for some tater salad.
Yep.
And then you have a whole bunch of other stuff here. Oh, there we go.
That's so cute.
I don't think I've seen one of $6. I don't think I've seen one of these in person before.
Those are adorable.
And then let's look at the juice. Man, look at that evaporation.
Oh yeah.
That has been sitting there for a hot minute. It looks like I see a total of 3 of these.
One is coming home with us, for sure.
We love kind of like kitschy old world stuff like this. And I mean, here's another Dusty. It is a tiny one, but it's the old label of the small batch at 100 proof. There's quite a few of these down here. I think I count 4 of them for 23 bucks. It's not a bad deal for a Dusty. There's a bunch of Wild Turkey 101 over here, but I don't think they're the Austin Nichols. Okay, and this is gonna be the end of what they have for spirits. I do see...
Interesting.
This is a relic.
Yeah.
And it's a handle for an 8-year whiskey. I don't see a price point on it. I mean, we have a liter one that we're pretty lucky to get. Did you get a handle? I mean, if this is under 30 bucks, 40 bucks,
yeah,
it's probably coming home.
I feel like that's a steal.
Yeah, so there's definitely a few things we're gonna be leaving with. I think we're gonna check to see if we can look at the minis behind the counter, and then we're gonna get back on the road. That place is a treasure trove.
There is so much stuff in there.
Yeah, I can't believe that they still have Dusty whiskey on the shelves, especially after we haven't been there in quite some time. But as we said in our last video, if you don't turn every stone, you don't find the things that you're looking for. So today we have a ton of stuff we're bringing home.
Yeah, I'm excited for these little nips. These are so cool. Even to see like Austin Nichols on the label is just like, you feel like you have a piece of history.
Yeah, so we grabbed a ton of those, and Kat's burying the lead here. This is also a Fighting Cock 6-year. So this is before they took off the age statement, and as you can see, there is a ton of evaporation on that.
Both of these.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. And then we also had to pick up the Austin Nichols 81. We haven't tried this. We don't know a lot of people that talk about it, but it's Austin Nichols, so it's got to at least be halfway good.
Yeah.
Label says that it's between 6 to 8 years old, so for 29 bucks, that's a pretty good deal. And then the last one that we just couldn't say no to, I paid $45 for the liter size of this, so to get a handle for $45 is honestly not a bad price point. So we're pretty excited about today's haul. I mean, this is stop number 1.
Yeah, this is just the beginning of our trip. We have so much more to go into.
We made a little pit stop in a town called Rantoul. We're at A2Z Liquors. We couldn't help but take a little bit of a peek inside, and I think you're gonna be pleasantly surprised with this store. Let's get in there. All right, so again, we really didn't know what to expect coming here, but this is it. Don't even show down the aisle yet. We're gonna give the secret away. Immediately notice the Elijah Craig single barrel. We're gonna cover a little bit more of this towards the end. We haven't tried it yet, but we were promised a little taste, and we'll tell you how it is. So let's do some of the world whiskey here. Pretty nice, diverse selection of things.
Yeah.
A little panning shot, and on to the American whiskey. From what I understand, there's sometimes stuff kind of hidden behind things. We got a little hidden gem back here. Got the Penelope Cigar Chapter 1. I don't see a price point for it, but if these prices are any indication, it's gonna be very reasonable. Yeah, Keeper's 2025, no price on it, but again, if this is a point of reference, $60 for Caribou, you get $100 for Blanton's. And then this, we did ask ahead of time. I think this was 35. And then this is something that's been off market for a little bit. The Still Austin High Rye Bottled and Bond. We found out that this is not even available in the Chicago market anymore unless it's at Total Wine or any store kind of like that. So to see one that's been off the market for a while is kind of tempting. And 75 for that is a very reasonable price point. We got 2 of the Old Fitz Bottled and Bond 7 years.
Nice.
I believe these are 70 or $79.99. Oh, the ice wine. That's a good one. For $100, it's a pretty good price point. And then I see a bunch of the Old Forester line. People call us out. They say, you don't mention Old Forester. We have, we will again. Yeah, the 1920 is also a solid barrel proof option. For 62 bucks, it's right on the money, but nothing's gonna beat that deal.
$36, that's pretty
$36
good.
for Green River Full Proof.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the regular shelfer price, so I know this one's definitely coming home. Old Granddad 7-year Bottled and Bond for 40 bucks. Very, very tasty bottle. Very good value. I also see a bunch of the Hard Truth line here. I don't see the one that we picked up recently, the Toasted Mizunara. That one is phenomenal. We just don't really see it around. This is also a great release. This is one that we will talk about every single time that we see it. The Manhattan finish is amazing. If you don't like Manhattans, you might love this. I am not a huge fan of Manhattans. Kat is a huge fan of Manhattans. And for whatever reason, we both agree that this is easily one of the best releases that Sagamore has ever put out. We also have some 1792 single barrel. I mean, again, the prices for some of the more allocated ones aren't listed, but using Buffalo Trace as a point of reference, if that's 30, that's probably going to be somewhere around like 50, maybe. Yeah. I do see a couple of nice shelfers, like the very old Barton 100 proof for 20 bucks. It's not a bad price point. The benchmarks are also very reasonable. So you have top floor for 16, bonded for 22, full proof for 25, and then the benchmark single barrel for 27. There is a slightly tatery bottle in the tequila aisle, or bottles rather. They do have the Weller 12, the Sazerac Rye, the CYPB, and then the French Oak Barrel Series. This is probably the rarest one out of all of them. They don't really release this that often. I think they only released it once, if I remember correctly. Their like raffle section over here. So not everything is up to date yet. We did get some of the details about it. So they do have a bunch of bottles that they're gonna put on the back wall here. We just found out that this is a brand new build out and it actually looks quite beautiful. So the way that the raffle works is on the day of the raffle, which is going to be December 13th, you will get a free ticket just for showing up. You do have additional chances to get more entries if you buy some stuff around the shop or if you're already a regular. So you have a really good chance to take home something nice. We did get a little peek at the list. We were told that everything is available on their Facebook, so we'll put that information down here in the video description. And then they're also offering this nice package for their Elijah Craig single barrel.
So 8 years in about 9 months.
This is Chuck, by the way, store owner. Him and his wife run the store. Very, very nice, very friendly, very, very easy to talk to. We've been here for like 30 minutes just talking shop before we actually started filming.
We did one Elijah Craig pig last year. It was our first one too. It was fantastic. So we really didn't want to do another same Elijah Craig this year. So until June, I tasted about 18 some barrels. It was a whole journey for me. You know, it took me from very in summer to all the way to the holiday season. And one of the favorite things for me to do is build the gingerbread house with my son.
Cute.
And when it opened up the holiday spices, the nutmeg and the cinnamon, I'm like, yep, this is it. I gotta have it. So
I'm getting a lot of that on here. The fact that you said gingerbread house actually kind of put me in to that experience. That's 100% on the nose.
As a matter of fact, that was the moment which as it pulled me into that the moment, I'm like, yeah, I gotta have that barrel.
I'll tell you, for 128,
128.7 proof.
Doesn't really drink 128. I would say this is probably closer to like 112, 115 on the palate. That is dangerous. But you do get the nice warm hug on the way down. I do feel a little warming sensation, which is great because it's cold outside and we're gonna need that warmth.
For sure, yeah. Definitely, the Elijah Craig oak is quite a bit present there. Definitely that heat is there. And quite a bit of honey. If there's no honey in it, I probably wouldn't buy it. So as it starts, the honey and caramel and everything is like a little bit deeper burnt, as in instead of lighter. And then it slips into like orchard fruit sweetness. You get the apple and pear. So that was my whole experience. So I'm like, okay, this is the barrel. We're gonna pick it this year.
Yeah, you picked a stellar one.
I designed this just for the shirt, so everybody who buys the experience get the shirt in their size. Limited edition, obviously. And this is our single barrel experience logo. So going forward, whenever we find something exceptional, I think we will continue doing this.
That's something that you don't really see a lot of store owners doing. It is a nice way to add a personalized touch. I think you're doing it in a smart way.
Well, thank you, I appreciate that.
There were so many good bottles in there. I feel like every corner that we turned, there was something else that we were interested in.
We did end up only leaving with one bottle. This isn't the only bourbon hunting that we're doing on this trip. After Thanksgiving, we plan on going to St. Louis as well and checking out that market, which we've never been to, but that's the whole point of bourbon hunting, where you can find cool stuff like this at a great price. 36 bucks. I mean, we haven't picked up one of these in a while. I feel like for this price, it was hard to say no.
Yeah, and it's gonna be great on Thanksgiving, so perfect all around.
She said we need something for cocktails and old fashions, and I was like, this is the right price, the right proof.
I was thinking about Buffalo Trace, but this also works.
I would take this over Buffalo Trace any day of the week.
On to the next spot.
So we had to make a quick stop in Effingham. Heard about this place called Top Shelf. Supposedly, they have a really good reputation online. They have really good deals and a good selection. So we're gonna go take a peek and see what it's like. Tons of cases of Buffalo Trace just sitting there.
Seeing a lot of that today.
Seems like this is the big time for drops. And speaking of which, looks like there's a lot of tater bait here.
Oh yeah, some shanks, some Bombergers.
You got the Penelope American Light Whiskey in the back too. It's been a while since we've seen that one. We also see all of the Hardin's Creeks. We got a 1792 single barrel and the Woodford Reserve barrel strength. We did get a chance to try this with our buddies over at Shy Spirits, guys. I thought it was fine.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, if it was maybe 20% cheaper, I'd be more interested in it, but it's different.
Yeah, the price is definitely a stopper.
Yeah, and then you got the kosher rye recipe here. Price tags on the back. 60, that's a pretty good price.
That's decent.
Yeah. You got the old Buffalo Trace grenade known as Blanton's for $95. You got a bunch each. Taylor Small Batch for $65. Pretty reasonable.
That is reasonable. And some Joseph Magnus as well.
Yeah, for $100, it's pretty good. Bottled and Bond for $43 is a good price point. Oh, we missed one. Jefferson's Cask Strength.
The limited edition is so good.
Yeah, it says limited, but it seems to be around everywhere. It is $70, which is really, really good for the price point. Also see a bunch of Russells. You got the single barrel and the 10-year. Seems like the single barrels are around a lot right now. You got a single cellar age from 2024. It's $200. I know somebody's gonna wanna look for it. There's only one. Old Dominic is a brand you don't really see around in our market.
True. The cask strength at 6 years sounds interesting.
For $50?
Yeah.
I think I might need to reevaluate our plan today.
There's also John J. Bowman down here for $65.
We did just hear that, I guess in Kentucky, it's being taken off the allocation list, which is crazy. Up here, it's still pretty hard to find. You got the Starlight Honey Reserve Bourbon for $60, as well as the Japanese Mizunara for $115. Then you got some more limited releases from Beam. You got the Bakers for $170. We haven't tried this year's release. If anyone has any opinions about it, let us know below in the comments. I'm interested to see if it's as good as last year's. A couple of more obscure things like the High West High Country. Don't really see that a ton anymore.
Yeah. Also the Nelson Brothers Madeira.
Yeah, the Madeira one's really good. For $66, that's a really good price point. I see too many bottles I like already. And then you got, I've never seen this before.
Yeah, it looks creepy and I don't like it.
Kaskaskia. Won a gold medal in 2022 at the Ascot Awards. 3-grain wheated mash, non-chill filtered, stored 61 months in oak barrels. That's so specific. New York, but it's distilled in Illinois. All right, I don't know anything about that one. If you guys do, let us know in the comments. Then a bunch of the Hard Truth. This one is amazing, but that one's even better. The Farmer's Reserve Sweet Mash is so tasty.
Really delicious.
A bunch of Penelope here, including the Architect, which I feel like we haven't really seen that much lately.
I feel like they overextended themselves with a bunch of picks.
What? An MGP brand overextending their reach for giving out barrels?
This is also a crazy price for Cooper's.
Yeah, 38. Well, by Chicago pricing. I've seen this one a few times, but I don't really know anything about it.
Yeah, Cardinal.
Bourbon with a rum barrel finish, 102 proof. 3-year bourbon, 6-year bourbon, 6-year bourbon, 7-year bourbon, 7-year bourbon, all with different mash bills. I see a Jack Daniel's barrel proof. This is barrel 238, so that's offsite storage for 134.7 proof, 66 bucks. Not a bad price point. I think we got some other stuff. Yep, here we go. So this is more of your rye selection.
Ton of hard truth around here. Ooh.
And because they're not that far from the distillery, a lot of those bottles are signed.
Oh, we just missed the last 100 proof.
And they had the full proof today, it looks like.
Oh, bummer.
Well, you win some, you lose some. Our day's been pretty good so far, so I'm not super upset about missing out. The Midwinter Night Tram, I have heard that the newest batch is supposed to be pretty good. The French oak and port finish is supposed to be very delicious. I haven't tried it yet. If you guys have tried it, let us know below in the comments. Then we have a Jack Daniel's, ooh, 1.9, that's a Coy Hill.
Nice.
And that is 130.2 proof. That's a little on the lower end for the Coy Hill releases. I mean, I'm sure it's high proof for someone, but we want a little higher.
Some Kenny Farms down here.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Nice.
Oh, they also have a Wilderness Trail cast strength rye.
Ooh.
These are good. These are very good. 4 years, 6 months. Independent Stave Company. Rickhouse A and B. I think that's the weird yeast strain. The mutant one. Yeah, very, very good stuff. We have some world whiskey behind us here. We have a bunch of the Belvini releases. Lagavulin 12, which I feel like I don't really see that often anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Not a huge world whiskey selection.
Missouri Oak of Redbreast.
I see something peeking around the corner here.
Oh yeah, that is a stack of whiskey.
Oh, I'm sorry. Limit one case? I need to find out if that's legit.
That's funny.
I don't think we would take a whole case home, but if you can get a case of it, I mean, when's the last time that happened? Got a bunch of Old Forester, including a barrel strength, $100 for Warehouse L, Floor 2, 65.4%. I do think that there is a case over here too. Got a big Four Roses display. It looks like they're gonna be doing a tasting night around Christmas.
Nice.
Giveaways included, that's awesome. Their prices are actually really cheap. And then there is a case over here. Looks like it's gonna be a mix of tequila, bourbon, Irish whiskey, world whiskey. They have both the Kelly mints, the 17 and the 18.
Yeah. If you want to splurge for the holidays.
Pretty cool store.
Super nice folks too.
Very friendly owner. He did let us know that we just missed a huge drop day.
I know, I feel like we've been chasing drops all day and have been like just missing out consistently, but that's okay. We got a lot of cool bottles today.
He told us that he dropped antique, he dropped 12-year, he dropped full proof, he dropped multiple drops of stag. We wanted to bring something home, but we still have a lot left of this trip.
Yes.
So we are going to cut it here and see where we end up next. So it's the next day.
And it's Thanksgiving.
It is Thanksgiving. We do have a little bit of free time before we're gonna meet up with Kat's family and do some gobble gobble activities. This first place that we're checking out is called Times Square Liquors. You know, last time we were here, we saw that they had some dusty off-market stuff, and we're gonna see if we can get lucky 2 days in a row. Love a place with a drive-through.
They're all over out here.
Yep, it's honestly pretty convenient. Hello. Okay, this is probably the biggest collection of minis that I've ever seen. At least pre-packaged. Okay, so you got a bunch of the Wellers.
Some tater bait up there.
The usual expected markups. We got Stag 24C. There seems to be a lot of that down here.
I mean, at these prices, they kind of just sit.
Yeah. We got a George T. Stag. That is the 136.1 proof. Don't remember which year that is.
2023, I think.
Maybe. If that's the case, we do have one of those. Barrel proof at a little bit of a markdown from the other place.
$289, and then the single barrel at $189.
Yeah, so we have hit up a couple stores already. Some of the prices around here are about what you'd expect for usual markups. So every once in a while, you're lucky enough to find something that's just kind of sitting on the shelf.
Yeah. Do some panning.
So not a whole lot, but I have a feeling we can find something on the bottom. Oh yeah, look at this. I totally missed the Jim Beam Rye.
Oh, nice.
I'm pretty sure this is discontinued.
Look at that label. It is so retro.
Then you actually have a bunch more of it down here. Oh, wait a minute. That's something you don't see every day.
Wow. Brown rice, 11 years, 90 proof. That's crazy.
For 34 bucks, there's 2 more down here. Are they both brown rice? Yeah, look at that. Well, that's cool.
You know my stepdad is a huge Jim Beam fan too.
Yeah. You know what? This one's coming home today. I also have a maple, which I don't think I've ever seen before. That's got to be discontinued. Or maybe we just don't pay attention to the flavored whiskey section.
I'm pretty sure that hasn't existed in a long time.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy with this one. The good thing about coming to towns like this is that there's tons of stuff either so far out of the zeitgeist that people don't know what it is, or just relatively like obscure things that people aren't looking for. And you know us, we're all about the obscure.
That's true. So we had to pick up the Jim Beam brown rice.
Yeah, 11 years, 90 proof, 34 bucks. Secondary value on this can go pretty high. So I see that as a half price deal and we can't say no to that. Oh, there's so much good stuff that's out here. Let's see if we can get lucky at the next store. Some of the other liquor stores out here are ambitious with their pricing. So some of the conversations we've had have been very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Enlightening?
Disappointing. Now we're at
Plaza Liquor Mart. I feel like this one is going to be the one.
We're gonna go take a peek and see what we can find. I forgot how big this place is. Okay.
Right out of the gate, a Buffalo Trace pick. There you go.
Nice, for 33 bucks.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen worse pricing for Buffalo Trace. And there's just so much E.H. Taylor down here right now.
A ton.
To circle back to yesterday's video, we found out that that case deal is actually a case deal. You can buy an entire case of E.H. Taylor.
Insane.
This is gonna be $5 cheaper than that. Probably will be a limit instead. But if you're looking for it, the market is overflowing with E.H. Taylor.
I mean, it's a good sign, right?
Yeah. We tend to pass these up these days because we just have so many of them. We don't even drink them as often as we used to. So instead of being greedy, we just leave it for people that would appreciate it more.
Yellowstone's answer to 107.
Yeah, the 6-year 107 proof for 40 bucks. I mean, it's cheaper than antique would be. We got a bunch of Four Roses. None of the newer mash bills though.
Yeah. Barrel strength.
That's actually a store pick.
Oh, nice.
9 years, 7 months, OBSO. 35% rye. I always forget how high the rye content is for Four Roses. Also got some of the grain to glasses from Heaven Hill. No weeded though.
No weeded. Nashville Barrel Company. I think this is also a pick.
Yeah, Southern Illinois.
Nice.
Cash strength.
115.
Nice.
Very nice.
And then you got a bunch of Penelope as well. Penelope Architect seems to be down here at the moment. You got some more of the old Dominic line, including the old Hewling station. I don't think we've seen this exact label before.
I don't think so either. This one's just so hard to read, but
Yeah,
it tastes really good.
It's a single barrel. Single barrel at 118 proof.
Yeah.
Then not a ton of other stuff down here. I mean, there's some Elijah Craig barrel proofs. Got A124, which, if I remember correctly, was actually pretty tasty.
Some bottom shelf goodies down here too.
Old Grandad for 30 bucks.
Yeah. Also some Brussels single barrels right here, 75.
And then the rye for 85.
Yeah.
This is one that you don't see very often. It's not something you're going to love if you're like a true bourbon drinker, but if you want something a little bit different, is chocolate and peanut butter blend. It's not bad. I'd say if you're looking for something a little kitschy, maybe to make a cocktail with, it's interesting. We got some world whiskey mixed in with some other American whiskey. So you got a bunch of the Canadian stuff over here. You got a lot of the Jack Daniels lined up.
Jack.
Still love that triple mash.
Heritage just sitting there.
Yeah, I mean, we found it everywhere. I think we found it in like 3 different places here already. We did go into 2 Binnies though, so.
Yeah, Binnies don't count.
Barrel House 305, and this is going to be 130.8 proof. And these toasted barrels are so hot right now. That's about it. The rest of this is going to be world whiskey.
There's some goodies behind the counter. We'll see if they will let us film.
Yeah, let's go take a look. We got a bunch of tater bait up top. I see E.H. Taylor single barrel for 200, barrel proof for 3. You got a Weller full proof and 12 year, Blanton's, kosher rye, kosher straight rye, Old Fitz 7 and 9 year. We just tried the 9 year yesterday for the first time. It's actually quite tasty.
It is really good.
You have the Indigo Hour from Orphan Barrel, Caribou, Elijah Craig 18, Keepers 25. All right, let's go to the parking lot. Not a bad selection. Honestly, the prices aren't the best out here. I think we've gotten a little spoiled by being in the Chicago market. What they do have is actually pretty impressive for a small town.
Agreed. They had a ton of good store picks as well, and we could not say no to this Buffalo Trace pick.
The store picks are always solid.
They are.
And for 33 bucks, I think is what we paid for it.
With tax, yeah.
Yeah, that's honestly not a bad price point and something we're always interested in picking up. So that's gonna be it for this video. The next time you see us, we're gonna be in St. Louis. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you like what you see, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this soon.
And comment as well, what would you have picked up along the way?
Yeah, and what are bottles that we missed that you think that we should double back for? If you like this video and you want to support us directly, make sure to join our Patreon. In addition to perks that you get from Patreon directly, we give you added perks in our Discord channel. Can't wait to show you what we find in St. Louis, and we will catch you next time.